believe it or not, there are some types of silver to stay away from, and some of those appear on this table right now. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Empire Precious Metals. Stormy here. If you're new to the channel, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a guy in a bucket talking about precious metals. So make sure you blast that subscribe button, get the bell notification clicked. That way you get updated with any new content. Today, I am talking about different types of silver and the types of silver that you should be staying away from. That's right. There are some different types of silver out there that are actually a trap. And you do not want to purchase these types of silver unless you know what you are kind of getting into. Now, for the purpose of this video, I laid out a variety of silver pieces so that way I could kind of discuss each one and explain to you as to why some of these are things that you should be buying and things that you should be sticking away from. And one thing to keep in mind, and I wrote these 3 words down right here, as horrible as my handwriting is, that's beside the point. What I do want you to understand is that, in my opinion, there's a few different types of silver, and that's stacking, flipping, and then the SHTF. Now, when you think of SHTF scenarios, okay, I'm not somebody that really buys into this. However, there's a lot of people within the stacking community who do believe that there's going to be a poop hitting the fan scenario and that everything is going to go to hell in a handbasket and that you need to have silver like this to barter with. Now, the likelihood of an economic collapse or something that is going to be so catastrophic where people are going to be trading silver, like these silver coins here, for supplies, in my opinion, is very slim to none. I do know, though, right, never say never, there is a potential that something like that could possibly happen, but I do not think it's going to happen, at least not in my lifetime. And, I hope that, not in any of your lifetimes as well. But this is stuff that people push to or point to when they say there's going to be an SHTF situation and that you need to have this constitutional silver. Okay. The other type of silver that exists are these right here. These are American Silver Eagles. And these are basically a very popular coin that people love to stack for their collection just because they are highly recognizable. They are arguably the most recognizable silver bullion coin in the market. And this has been like a staple of a lot of people's stacks, at least here in North America. Then you've got stuff like this, which is more collectible. This is the Privateer series. I just took these out as an example. But things like this that are more specialty items. Okay, you've got this stuff. You've got the Han Solo back there. You've got the Beskar bar. You've got this behemoth of a coin that I just got recently. Check that out. Ooh, All right, this is an 11.5 ounce copper core with 2 ounces of pure silver, 500 minted. This is the Silver Dragon Chinese mythical creature coin. Just really, really stunning. This is actually like one just big airtight capsule. But we'll put that over there. But you've got then, this stuff here, that's kind of like in the flipping category, which I'll get to in just another moment. And then you've got stuff like this. This isn't exactly a generic silver bar. It's close to it. This is actually a coin. This is a 10-pound silver bar coin. But for the for the sake of this video, we're going to pretend that this is a generic 10-ounce silver bar. And then lastly, over here, I've got some of these semi-numismatic coins. You've got these dolphins. I think this is the 3rd or the 4th in the dolphin series. You got this Predators series here. It looks like a bear versus a puma or something like that. But anyhow, the different types of silver, in my opinion, are SHTF, which is going to be the junk silver, which can also kind of be roped into the stacking category. Stacking is, by and large, you're just dumping your money into precious metals and hanging on to it for long-term savings, like a savings account just in metals form. So some people would say that these kind of go into the SHTF category and or the stacking category because it's was relatively inexpensive, but people would say that, silver, and get this stuff while you can and stack it high. And then you got the flipping. And the flipping stuff is this stuff here. And these things are more collectible. And these appeal to people within the stacking community who happen to be more of a collector, and or they're kind of getting sick and tired of just stacking silver eagles and maples all day long, and they start venturing off and buying other items. So coins like these back here, these are actually considered coins. They have a legal tender. These are minted with denomination. So this is a $10 coin, but it happens to be in the form of Han Solo in carbonite. Then you've got the Beskar bar back there. Those appeal to a smaller audience, okay? And those are flipping items. And so the types of silver that you should stay away from, in my opinion, right now, would probably be this type of stuff here, which is the stuff that I actually specialize in selling. I'm not saying to stay away from it because it's a losing proposition. In fact, I argue the opposite. I do say that this stuff is actually really beneficial if you know how to sell it. But if you're somebody that doesn't have a YouTube channel or a social media platform like I have built over the last 3 years, buying this sort of thing, you're going to be limited to who you can sell it to, most likely on a Facebook group or on Instagram or possibly on eBay. But you want to stay away from these types of coins, these which are more speculative, because they are harder for you to actually sell. So in my opinion, while these are beautiful to look at, they are fun to collect, and there is tremendous upside potential, if you are not somebody who's willing to take that risk and buy something knowing that the chances are that the value of that item may drop, then I would argue for you to stay away from these types of coins. This one, for example, is going to be really difficult for even myself to sell. While I do have a 17,000 subscriber follower on YouTube, I've got 4,000 on Instagram, 2,000 on TikTok. That still doesn't mean I'm going to be able to sell this thing. There's a very limited buying pool of somebody that's out there saying, you know what, I want a highly collectible, ultra high relief silver antiqued coin that has a tiger and a dragon on it. Okay, you have to find a very specific buyer, and that's why I always tell people that if they're looking to get into flipping precious metals the way that I do, you have to kind of be very picky and choosy with the different items that you're buying to sell. Because you have to always think about those items that you buy, there has to be an exit on the other side. And the other coins I would say for you to stay away from are these right here, the American Silver Eagles. Guys, I've said this for years now. The American Silver Eagle, while it's a classic coin, the value, in my opinion, just isn't there. These have a tremendous mintage. Okay, millions upon millions of these have been minted. And the problem is they have a tremendous premium right now. You're talking $10 to $15 over spot for these coins. In my opinion, you're much better off taking the money that you would spend on, let's say, a Silver Eagle and buying a semi-numismatic coin like this, something that actually has not only the same, price, if not lower price, also has 1 ounce of silver, but then has collectability behind it. These have a limited mintage. And so why would you, if you're of the mindset that silver is silver, why wouldn't you then want to buy silver coins that have a limited mintage, have collectability to it, and cost less money, right? So in my opinion, the types of coins that you should be sticking away from if you're thinking about just stacking long term would probably be the collectible flipping type of coins that I just showed you and the American Silver Eagles. Stay away from those right now unless you have, like I said, an outlet in which you can sell these for a profit. Not worth it for these, not worth the risk for these. Most likely the majority of you watching this video do not have a social media platform to sell, and so you most likely would be selling to like a local coin shop or something, and therefore you would probably want to go with something like this, a 10-ounce generic bar, generic buffalo. So Again, stay away from the flipping type of metals and the American Silver Eagles. Let me know in the comments down below what are your thoughts, and yeah, I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And I would like to quickly thank these elite channel supporters. And if you haven't already become a channel member, please check out the awesome perks and join today. With that, this is Empire Precious Metals. Until next time, long live the Empire.